I'm here with senior sociology major Anna Coons, and I'm going to be asking her some questions about pet development. Did you have pets growing up?
I did, yes.
What kind of pets did you have?
So when I was little, I was actually afraid of dogs for a really long time, except I really wanted one. So I had fish and hermit crabs growing up. But I mean, even those, like, low-maintenance pets teach you responsibility at a super young age. And then we got my first dog when I was in, fourth grade. And, you know, he just became part of the family. And, like, just was, like, good to have, like, a non-human companion around all the time. And, like, I had to share him with my brother, so there was, like, that aspect of it. But I think mainly just it helped, you know, teach me and my brother and the whole family to take, like, responsibility for something that, like, depends on us.
Did you feel that being around animals growing up helped in your development from childhood to adulthood?
I think it definitely did, and, like, especially since, like, growing up riding horses and doing barn work, it definitely teaches you a sense of what real, like, hard work is. And it's something that you have to put, like, all of your attention into. You can't be distracted or anything, because, like, especially when you're working with horses, that can be dangerous if you're not fully focused on the task at hand.
Right.
Yeah, I think it definitely played a big role.
Do you think that children should be exposed to animals in their early development?
Yes, but I would say it depends on the child and the animal, because, like, in my instance, like, I was afraid of dogs for a really long time. But I think, like, it shouldn't be forced, but, like, if it's natural, then that's fine, I guess. I think it definitely plays a positive role, like, in what I just said, and then also, like, going back to the notion of having a companion and an idea of, like, understanding that an animal can be more than just an animal. Like, they, like, have their own personalities and contribute a lot of emotional support, and, like, stability is a big thing as well.
What are any downsides to being exposed to animals at an early age?
Sometimes kids don't know how to act around animals. That ends up badly, like, in a bad situation. That can go with horses, cats, birds, dogs, literally anything. Just a bad thing can happen, and then that can, I guess, transpose later on in life, like having a fear of animals, or I don't know what else. I guess if you see an animal being mistreated at a young age, you can also learn, like, bad things from that as well.
Do you think that the death of an animal would be detrimental in development or a useful learning tool, and why?
So I recently lost my dog, and I had a horse that passed away. And I do not think it was detrimental to me in the long run, because I cherished the time that I had with them, and it's just really made me that much more appreciative of what an animal can do for an individual. So I would definitely say it's a helpful growth tool, just to learn how to cope with things, because I think losing a human person in your life, it's very different than losing an animal. Right. But it comes close depending on, like, the bond you have with the person or the bond you have with the animal. Like, it's just like a...
What made you to decide to get a dog in college? And who is this?
This is Butter. He's a 6-month-old boxer lab, and he's cute. He's a lot of work.
So why did you get him?
There's so many people that have dogs at Berman, and I loved dog sitting for them, taking them on walks, doing whatever I could, just because growing up with a dog, I just was used to being around them all the time, and I missed my dog. And I always said I would never get a dog in college while my family dog was still alive, because I felt like I was betraying my family dog. I can't do that to him. I was like, he's an only child. And so then when my family dog passed away this past summer, I'm like, being a senior, I just thought it was a good idea. I'm living in an apartment by myself, and he honestly provides, like, a sense of security for me at night. Like, if he'll bark if he hears something, like, out of the ordinary. So, like, that's reassuring. And then it's nice to come home to something that, like, needs you, and, like, I don't know, it's just a good constant to have.
Yeah. How does having a dog at college help you on a daily basis?
I'd say definitely, like, emotionally, if I'm having a stressful day, or if I just really in my head and I just been like, I don't know, just been going through a lot. Like, he's good because, you know, I can't neglect his needs. Like, I have to get out of bed, take him on a walk. I have to feed him. And, you know, he needs attention. He just, honestly gets my mind off of things. Yeah, and it just keeps me active and focused on more important things, like the needs of a living animal.
About having a dog at college is difficult for you?
Weekends are hard because that's when I should be home with him most of like all day. But you know, we're human beings, like we have lives. Like I'll go out to a football game, and you know, I feel bad for not being at home. And then also me having a job and work and being in class, I feel like I'm not home a lot. So it is hard because I'm constantly back and forth from campus, back and forth from my job, like coming to let him out. And for me, the main stress is like just making sure, like, or feeling that like I'm not there enough for him. Like, he's fine. So that's just me being hypersensitive to it. But then also like the being considerate of your neighbors and like the environment you live in with a dog. That's really difficult. Like when we first moved in, he whined and cried a lot. It was just like a new environment.
Right.
And then so I got a formal noise complaint about that. So that stressed me out. So I was like, great, is this going to be a problem?
Right.
And then being on the 3rd floor, he doesn't always make it all the way to the grass. So we did have an instance where he peed in front of someone's door, and I got a call about that. So just little things. But I mean, if people are dog people, they understand.
You say goodbye, Butter. Goodbye. Goodbye, Butter. Goodbye.